with his aircraft before takeoff. So that number 7 jet that you got to fly in, not only is that the Chariot that we fly media riders and we flew Sully Sullenberger this week, but that is also our spare aircraft for the demonstration. So my guess is he's back there at SFO jumping in that spare aircraft, and he'll be out here in no time.
Yeah, it was great to see Captain Sully Sullenberger from here in Danville in the Bay Area take a flight with you earlier this week after the incredible job he did landing that flight in the Hudson River. Now, does this change your performance at all today?
Well, actually, it does not, because it was one of the solos. So instead of these solo maneuvers, well, here comes that trademark diamond formation. You'll see Blue Angel number 4 tucked in there. 18-inch wingtip to canopy separation between those gentlemen. There you go. That is awesome.
Flying between the pier and Alcatraz Island, very low pass, just 200 feet above the water.
Yep, that's it, and they get down there at center point, and then they start an immediate climb to make sure they're elevated as they get back over the city of San Francisco. So, unfortunately, it was one of the solo pilots, so all those opposing maneuvers that we referred to are now going to be what we call single solo. So he'll still go into a knife edge pass, he just won't have another aircraft converging on his flight path. So you'll see Blue Angel number 5, Lieutenant Commander C.J. Simonson, who's on his 3rd year on the team. He's going to be coming in. He will be coming from the left on that solo maneuver.
And they started coming in out of the north. We saw them just come roaring in out over Angel Island.
Yeah, that's how we have
to dramatic effect to get them come roaring in for the crowd. Yeah,
that's how we start the demonstration when we can't take off from a runway. And there you go. See that? I didn't even realize that Blue Angel number 6 is back. That was just the opposing knife edge pass. So while the jets were circling around to the north and coming in from Alcatraz, he took off from SFO and he jumped right into the routine. So that's people probably didn't even realize there were only 5 when they showed up, and now there's a full 6 complement.
All right, we're excited for the full show to start here, as we've seen just a few maneuvers now. Is the order set for what we're going to see next?
It sure is. There is not a cloud in the sky out here, so this is going to be a high show. So from crowd right, you've got the diamond roll. All 4 aircraft will pitch up into a climb, and then they'll execute a graceful rolling maneuver as they exit to the left.
The diamond roll.
So what we're known for, Blue Angels 1 through 4, are the diamond formation. They demonstrate the precision and finesse capabilities of both the aircraft and the pilot. Blue Angels 5 and 6, they are the solo pilots. They execute and demonstrate the maximum performance capabilities of the Boeing F/A-18 Hornet. So the next maneuver is going to be what's known, let me see where they're coming from. This is the opposing inverted to inverted pass. So they're going to roll inverted. They're going to do a knife edge pass just like they started right side up on the last one. They roll back to inverted. Now they're going to do a negative 3G push out where it feels like their eyeballs are going to pop out of their head as they climb away from the ground inverted. They'll roll upright and exit behind the crowd to make way for the diamond coming in next.
So it's like negative G's at this point.
That is what's known as negative G's, and they'll push upwards of negative 3 G's. Next from crowd left is what's known as the diamond aileron roll. This is where all 4 aircraft will roll about their own axis, but simultaneously. So they're going to roll out on the show line in the diamond. They'll take separation from each other. Boss will say, ready, hit it, and all 4 aircraft will execute an individual aileron roll, and then they'll rendezvous back into the diamond.
And crowd left coming in from the Golden Gate Bridge, and here they come soaring in over Muni Pier.
Beautiful. Smoke off, and then they rejoin right back into the diamond. One of the things we prided ourselves on this year with the demonstration is to make sure there's not a whole lot of dead time. So people compliment us on that. As soon as the diamond clears the show line, in come the solos. So now this is, you had the animation there earlier. This is what's known as the Fortis, where both Blue Angels 5 and 6, they will establish themselves in the carrier landing configuration with their landing gear and tail hooks down. And next thing you know, Blue Angel number 5 will roll inverted. Number 6 will snuggle up there on his wing. And if you're in that precise spot where you can take a picture, it looks like it's a mirror image formation where the jets are sitting on top of each other. But again, it's just that optical illusion as Blue Angel number 6 is on the inboard and number 5 is on the outboard there.
And here they come now from over in the Berkeley Marina area. Crowd right, and about to make that maneuver.
Here you go. Here goes Blue Angel number 5. He'll pitch his nose up. he'll roll inverted, and then number 6 will quickly rendezvous onto that wing, and then you take that snapshot right there, and it looks like they're stacked on top of each other. And there you go. You can see that's the Blue Angel number 7. That obviously number 6 had a malfunction, so he jumped into the spare aircraft.
And as far as operation of these aircraft, they all operate exactly the same?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Any aircraft can be flown in any position, but one of the things that we do, we don't have an unlimited supply of aircraft. We only have about 10 aircraft total back in Pensacola. So we've got the 7 jets to go on the road, and each pilot typically flies the same airplanes because each one does fly a little bit different. So they learn the nuances of that aircraft, and they can fly as precise as they need to. So next is the Diamond Dirty Loop. So again, we saw that animation. All 4 aircraft have their landing gear down, and then they're going to demonstrate the raw power of these Boeing F-18s. They're going to go into military power, and then they'll execute a loop.
And what's the fastest they can fly with their landing gear down?
250 knots. It's kind of that slow speed loop.
Being down here during this loop, you're on the back side of the thrust. You can really feel the power from the jet engine.
And what's great, you don't realize how much the wind actually has an effect on the noise as well. So if the wind is on shore and then you can it blows that jet noise, it just makes your entire body rumble, and it's the sound of freedom.
So it's amazing to see. So now we'll see the.
This is the yep, they're clear to the right, and this is the minimum radius turn that we talked about that Blue Angel number 5 is going to do. He's going to come in from crowd left. He's going to go into a knife edge turn, and he'll execute 360 degrees of turn while sustaining about 7.5 Gs throughout that.
And here he comes.
So he's executing what's known as that anti-G straining maneuver. He's flexing every muscle all the way from his toes all the way up to his abdomen, and what that does is it compresses all those muscles, constricts all the blood flow, and it pushes it back up into your head so that you don't lose consciousness. And again, we train every single day. We fly 6 flights a week, 6 demonstrations a week, let alone the transit flights, with all the training that we do in El Centro. So these guys know exactly when the onset of G is going to take place, and they prepare their bodies for that onset of G so that no one has an issue with that AGSM or anti-G straining maneuver. As well, we'll head down to Lemoore here in a couple weeks, that jet base right over the hill. They've got a centrifuge, so we have a specific profile that our pilots will go fly once a year in the simulator to help them to counteract the G and to update and to make sure that they can fly the demonstration. So,
well, you mentioned very little downtime in between each pass, and so what's the next pass?
This is going to be the double Farvel. So Blue Angels 1 and 4 are going to roll inverted. There they go. And now Blue Angel number 5, Blue Angel number 4 is going to go ahead and rendezvous in the inverted position on Blue Angel number 1, and then 2 and 3 will collapse there on the left and right wing. Again, just a very graceful formation. Again, like I said, we kind of pride ourselves in that there's no downtime, so they exit crowd left. Now from directly behind the crowd is going to be what's referred to as the opposing minimum radius turn. So you saw Blue Angel number 5 do an individual 360-degree turn. Here's where Blue Angel 5 and 6 come from overhead. People who didn't realize they were coming, that gets their attention. And now this is one of those great optical illusions. They're going to do 270-degree rolls away from each other and then cross with minimum separation. Boom. Ooh. And now they're going into 360-degree turns. They'll cross again here at center point. So both pilots now sustaining in excess of 6 to 7.5 Gs as they cross back over center point.
And very low altitude as well.
That's correct. Yeah, so you see 5 and 6 will go ahead and exit the show stage, and then as soon as they clear the flight line, Blue Angels 1 through 4, they're in from crowd right over your right shoulder. In that echelon parade, they're stacked down and aft on Captain McWhirter's right wing, and it looks like those airplanes are welded together, but again, folks, I assure you, that is all pilot skill. So you said you got a flight with Blue Angel number 7 last year. Did he get to demonstrate a lot of these maneuvers?
We actually went through the entire show out over the Farallon Island.
How many, what were the max number of Gs you guys got?
We did 6.5 Gs.
6.5
That was
Gs.
enough. Weighing 200 pounds, that was enough for me.
That's fantastic.
Incredible, yeah. And he was very kind. I didn't throw up and I didn't pass out.
You didn't take any naps.
Learning the hick maneuver is really incredible. And just, just even to experience, just for a few moments, the kind of forces and just how exhausting
it is. It's a workout. Those guys, they're going to climb out of that jet in 45 minutes drenched in sweat. It is a complete workout.